Hey y'all, what's going on? Listen, so I just got through going back through the basketball holes, LA. I will be so glad when this shit goes off, I won't know what to do with myself. Um, it just is what the fuck it is. The fuck is going on with my camera? I think I got some, excuse me, y'all. Something was on there. Anywho, and I don't know where the fuck this shade or shadowing or whatever the fuck this is comes from. Y'all don't know if I'm feeling this lipstick either. I don't know. Anywho, let's get into it. Look, so we know that they, from last episode, they going to Puerto Rico. We know what the fuck happened at Malaysia's launch of her bedding or whatever the fuck it was. Jackie cut a fucking food, telling people about, let me go and, talking about, y'all know what I said in the last video about the hoe and her whole husband shit. And Jackie, bitch, you was throwing shade. Like, I can't. What I do want to do is pause for the cause right now and have a moment with Miss Tammy. Tammy, girl, I know that you be trying to get the good dirt and all of that. You know your ass is messy. But what I don't get is, and this is an issue that I have, is I don't get that you don't see, and maybe you do see Jackie for the motherfucker she is, for the dirty bitch she is. Maybe it's just like, well, this is some messy shit, honey. If I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna see some messy shit. Maybe that's it, because I don't see how you and Jackie even get along. How this bitch is like, look, it's like you reaching for that bitch, like you befriending, you riding and this and that and other. And I know all you have to do is go back and look at some motherfucking episodes. I just don't get it. Jackie is not a bitch that nobody wants to be around. Once you've seen this bitch one motherfucking day and you're not a naive hoe, it ain't but a second you need to be like, bitch, please. Cause ain't no way in the world, honey, I'd have been to punch Jackie in the face. I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman, and I ain't about that motherfucking alley cat and this and that and other. But that shit that Jackie do, that shit warrants her motherfucking ass, her ass whooping. That warrants her to get her motherfucking wig split, her head warmed up, and I just don't get it. I don't get how she's not abrasive to you. I get the get down with Brandy and her abrasive ass. But I just don't understand the whole get down with Jackie. I just had to have a moment on that. Now let's go back. So Jackie storms out of there with them dirty black ass motherfucking feet. Shout out to A Connection TV, because I thought I was the only one, but clearly I am not. Yes, the bitch had dirty motherfucking feet. She did. Why? What was them ugly motherfucking goose down river rat moose knuckle ass shoes you had on, bitch? Them ugly ass green. Why did that tie in, bitch? I don't see it. I don't see it. Is this the new boss bitch wear? Girl. Anywho. So you didn't laugh. There was a point when Tammy was talking to her and was like, listen, are you gonna come? Angel was there, I believe, which I'm still trying to figure out what her whole point of being there is, but whatever. Jackie's explaining and lying as usual, what she's seen in her altered state. She's kind of giving what she, in her head, happened. Bitch, you was disrespectful. Malaysia, let me ask you this. Why the fuck did you invite that bitch? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Bitch, you don't carry the motherfucking trash with you, bitch. You take that shit outside. Because that's what the fuck Jackie be giving. It's just trash. And why would you invite that hoe? I'm so fed up with Jackie. I'm so fed up with Jackie. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I just wish, I was going to get low down. Her motherfucking mama should have swallowed her ass. I can't. I done had it with Jackie. Anywho. So y'all have that shit and, Shawnee done already, and I'm all over. Shawnee wants to go to Puerto Rico. Jackie's, Girl. I cannot and I will not with your ass. So Jackie's playing like she don't know if she gonna go. Angel don't, she's kind of new and the bitch is so motherfucking green. That's right up Jackie's alley because the bitch Who else is gonna fall for her shit? I'm trying to figure out why the fuck Megan is so motherfucking unhappy with I have no idea. I don't know. Anywho, I'm trying to understand why she's so, unhappy with, her, why she don't like Angel. I'm trying to get that. Megan's been kind of low key or whatever, but I'm just not putting that together. I'm not getting why it needs to be that fucking serious. The bitch just came on the scene. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Moving fucking forward, so let's move to Puerto Rico. They in Puerto Rico. It is Tammy, Malaysia, Brandy, Shawnee, and Megan. So it's the five of them, and Jackie and Miss Honey Cabbage is not there. Miss Angel's not there. So it's already some tension when they get there. They kind of eating, and every fucking thing that Tammy says to Malaysia, motherfucking Brandy's over here yakking it up. And I agree, bitch. Can't she talk for her motherfucking self? Bitch, I ain't never seen a bitch guard another bitch like that. And then you motherfucking whores want us to believe that y'all not click-clacking? Come the fuck on. Malaysia, why haven't you checked your friend a long time ago since you want to say you're not confrontational? Bitch, this is what you want to say. But then on the same token, you want to talk that old Compton shit and all of that. I'm not buying it. You need to tell your friend, look, bitch, you know I'm a grown bitch. I can handle me. Brandy, you need to back the fuck back, bitch. With that bitch, I could never be your friend. See, I can't do thirsty ass motherfuckers. And you a thirsty bitch. You really are. Like, bitch, I've never seen you. You can have a best friend or whatever. I love mine to death. But he never had to speak for me. Nor did I have to speak for him. Because why? Because I don't surround myself with motherfuckers who don't have no motherfucking backbone. And I'm not saying Malaysia don't. Clearly you fought that other bitch, Alice the Goon. But I'm just not buying it, bitch. I'm just not. Why do you always have something to say? And really, out the rip, it is some tension between you and Tammy. Tammy, girl, let's have it. You want people to lay their shit out. Lay that shit out. Let that bitch know. You have been giving her little bits and pieces like, why the fuck? Why are you answering for her? I think from minute one, you and Brandy was not going to be able to get along. With that said, I think you and Malaysia was not going to be able to get along. You know what I mean? But I know Brandy was not your get down from the rip. Because this bitch is always raw and ready to bitch back. Because you might get your motherfucking ass popped, bitch. You might get more than pop, bitch. You might get your motherfucking ass fought, bitch. And you can stop running that shit like you do this and that and other. Y'all do shit together good. I'm just saying. They kind of going back and forth. And, Shawnee, you're not digging Malaysia either. Shawnee is not digging Malaysia or Brandy. But she's always rode with Megan. She hated the fuck out of Drea. Lord, I can't in the name. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry I'm back. I had to get that. It was like it just wasn't going to stop. I had to. Anyway, where the fuck was I? Was I talking about Tammy and the whole shit and them not liking each other and Brandy going through her bullshit? Brandy, you do way too motherfucking much. Bitch, I'm over you. I'm tired of you. You're just annoying. You're just annoying, bitch. You're just annoying, bitch. And I don't believe you really are about that motherfucking life. You yak it up, bitch. And you have some decent comebacks or whatever, and I live when you read the fuck out of Jackie. But I just think, bitch, you doing a whole lot as it pertains to Shawnee and Tammy. But with that said, let me also say this. I do like the fact that you did on that boat sit on there and look. And you pretty much said, I don't like you. I respect, but I don't like you because of the way you are. Then you looked at Shawnee and was like, I really think you look down on us or whatever, and I have to give it to you. You said it like it was, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying, Shawnee's really going to get confrontational with y'all. She can just say, well, I'm done with y'all. It is what it is, and she probably does. You know what I mean? She probably does. I believe she does look at y'all. She gave somewhat a trivial answer. She gave that cute shit like separate, yeah. Together, no. I think y'all childish, and you said it best, and she still looks down on us. Now, Malaysia said her ass over there was like, bitch, is where we get corn from. You know, or whatever, but I will give you that you did say that. With that said, because I know some people gonna say, well, Tammy's messy as fuck. Okay, so is Brandy and the rest of them. And who's any more messier than Jackie? I'm just trying to understand. You know, I agree with y'all. I know Tammy will get messy as fuck. She like to see motherfucking drama. It is what the fuck it is. Whether she can count from 1 to 30, 1 to 10, or whatever she do. You know, it is what it is. Now, my thing with that whole, that whole get down is that we all know that there's going to be some big ass blowout, and we know that Miss New Cabbage and Megan is going to have it out. Okay, Megan, we know you're about that life. Okay, we get it. I just don't get why you're giving this child any time or whatever. I don't get why at some point it always has to be two ladies into it with each other. I'm just saying. One messy bitch is enough. And that's Jackie. That psychotic ass hoe. But keeping it moving. So they on this boat. They go and get on the boat. They had to ride that. Well, the boat was where they did the little truth or dare or whatever the fuck. So they get ready to get off of it and go to this little beach and shit. And Tammy's like, you can't get us no closer than that. Because I know like hell I wouldn't have been there. Y'all, I'm getting a cold to change of the weather. So they all have to get on kayaks to go out there because ain't nobody getting ready to get that good hair in there and ain't nobody getting in that damn water like that. Now with that said, they sat down and it was kind of like, oh well, I'm having a good time. Glad Jackie and them are not here. Meanwhile, somewhere on the other side of hell, Jackie is coming. And girl, you tried to stomp in them boots, didn't you? You just over, bitch. You do too much. But you was working the shit out of them boots. But bitch, you're just a messy bitch. There's nothing about you that I can like. I like them boots. That's it, bitch. And I hope you wash them nasty ass feet. That's what I hope you did. You with the child, the new child angel, you got somebody. Because see, you have to get somebody early on. Because after they see you, and I believe this bitch is going to be naive enough, Miss Honey Cabbage, to keep talking to you. Bitch, you was working her like a motherfucking pimp. Like you was going to put her on the track, bitch. Why? Because you're a hopeless asshole. Nobody's really going to know truly you and be your friend still, bitch. Bitch, nobody. Bitch, you are just tainted. It is what it is. You're just tainted. You're a nasty bitch. You don't have nobody but the motherfucker you married to. And like I said, that's because he think you gonna kill him or some shit. Your motherfucking family don't want, like, bitch, I can't. Anyway, we're gonna move forward. You talking to her, y'all on the beach. You done did what you normally do, talking to her, then turned it up and got her to where she's ready to set it off. But yeah, bitch. On down, see how Jackie did you? She got you pumped up, bitch, and then you let a bitch stand over you, bitch. Bitch, you ain't about that motherfucking life because had that have been me, I'd have grabbed both of that bitch's ankles and pulled that whore down. See, I know you're not about that life. It's the difference between talking about it and being about it. And you let this bitch soup you up, and Jackie's not gonna have your back. On the scene where they showing what's coming up, the bitch gonna be running. As usual, Jackie, I'm tired of you talking about you either gonna talk to him, you gonna throw shade, or you gonna hit him. You're not gonna do any. You're gonna say shit. Then you're gonna play the victim, bitch, but you're not about that life. You're not gonna lay hands on nobody. You're gonna get hands laid on you. That's what's gonna happen. So, at one point, they finished. Now, y'all, I got to talk about baby Megan. Baby, that dishcloth that you was, baby, girl, I commend you for trying to do it and being comfortable within your skin. But girl, no God. No God, bitch. Whoever sold you that motherfucking lawn cloth, that oversized scarf and said, bitch, it's a swimming suit is a dirty bitch. She don't give a fuck about you, bitch. I'm sorry. And that motherfucker, you knew when it got wet, you was going to have your nipples and at one point your motherfucking lip popping out and this and that and other. But here's what I want y'all to check, and I want to go back to this when it was truth and dare. when Tammy said, Malaysia, do you like women or whatever? Of course she asked him because, yeah, the streets are talking. And they're saying that Malaysia and Brandy are click-clacking. They're bumping cuckoos. They're scissoring. They muff humping. I don't know. I'm just saying. And Tammy does say, well, yeah, the streets are talking. They like, woo, you messy on that or whatever. But here's the thing. Malaysia said no, but let me go to this. Malaysia said no. Brandy was looking some kind of way. But do y'all remember, and I have to skip to this, when they was eating, and Brandy was like, honey, I must say you have some beautiful areolas and vagina. I was like, bitch, I ain't seen a pussy yet that I thought was beautiful, bitch. Not even my own, bitch. I'm just saying. And Malaysia, at one point when they was on the beach, was like, woo, like, bitch, stop it. Listen, bitch. Listen, bitch, y'all buffing pussies or something. I don't, okay? I can't say for sure, bitch, but it looks something like y'all scissoring. Y'all click-clacking. I don't know, stapling each other. I don't know what they're calling it now. What's PC? But, bitch, I do believe y'all doing some click-clacking. And then it was like such an awkward moment. And yes, I'm all over the place when she said, I must say you have some beautiful, titties and bitch, even if I was throwing shade, bitch, I'd have never said that. I was laughing the whole time. Tammy them was laughing or whatever. And Tammy, girl, she did ask you, was you bi? You said no, but girl, I don't think you bad, but I think you might be a little bit try. I don't know. But, bitch, I ain't gonna shade you for that. Do what the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? That's your pussy, honey. Like I always say, what you fuck don't make my pussy stink. All right? Okay. Anywho. They were having a good time. It was a kiki. Megan was in that suit on that kayak, girl. Listen. Look, Megan, you growing on me, girl. You just didn't grow on me, honey. But that bathing suit, I was, no, God, no. But I do commend you for being happy in your own skin. And, and I wonder if Megan put that on thinking that maybe Drea might have possibly been coming just to show her bitch that I can, look sexy too. I'm not a size 0 or whatever, So I wonder if that's part of it. Moving on along. They have a good time there. Shawty done laughed at her from the ooter to the tooter. They all done cracked up. So they had a good time. So then they go to dinner, and that's when old girl said, well, she said, oh, honey, please don't let me go past this, because I can't. Y'all almost went past it, honey. Let me just speak to the moment that really got me together, was when, now, Tammy, girl, you did say hypothetical, but you was all but saying, bitch, if y'all try to jump Jackie, I'm going to lay hands on y'all. I'm not going to have that. Ain't going to be no, none of that. So you was letting them know then, disdain with them. Hypothetical or not, I have to say, had you have said that shit to me, and me being not totally similar to you, but at least being about it, I would have said what you said to Megan. I would have been like, well, bitch, since you said, and Malaysia, you said the right shit, but you said that, bitch, then it's what it is. Then, bitch, you let me know, well, let's just get it on, honey. We can't get along. Let's get a fight one on. It is what it is. You was being messy on that shit, but you got the whole together, and Malaysia stood her ground and said, well, now I'm going to be looking, so now when we swing, I'm going to be swinging at your ass too. I ain't mad at her for that, because you left that shit out there, and the way you said it, I'd have been the same way. And bitch, depending on my motherfucking mood, I might have been like, you know what, bitch? It just might would have been on. I'm just saying. Then, that's when I know Brandy's really not about this motherfucking life. Now, Malaysia may not be confrontational, but I know that bitch will get her fight in. She's not going to let a bitch do her like that. Tammy had to break down and say, well, honey, I stayed ready. I don't have to get ready because I stayed ready. I'm ready now. And Malaysia then said what she had to say. Brandy said some shit, but it seemed to me like she got a little bit of chill about herself. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, and as always, this is just my opinion. I do feel like it was a conversation that did not need to be had. Tammy, I do feel like you could have left that hypothetical shit out of it. Shawnee, let me talk to you for a minute, honey. While you're talking about them and what they're doing, girl, when you all were on Miami, you would have never been that bitch that would have been like, oh, it's a hypothetical. She's asking a question or whatever. I understand you got to ride with Tammy because that's who got your back. But you know these hoes ain't going to step out too much because you pay the bills. But girl, you a little bit messy right about now. And it may be because everybody said your ass is so boring. But you are, by you agreeing and saying hypothetically, I don't think she said it. But no, Tammy said it how the fuck she meant to say it. And it wasn't nothing about hypothetical. It was about putting out a PSA. Just so y'all know. If some shit go down and both of you motherfuckers jump up, I'm not with that, so I'm going to be jumping on Jackie's side, which this is why I want to question you and ask you, what the fuck has Jackie done that she even wants that? Or you might just be like, you know, I'm just not about that. Ain't no two bitches going to jump nobody, but I'm going to need to remind you, if we're going to talk about ethics and all of this and how, and you're not going to jump, I need to remind you of the way you did that child who was scared to death of you, and you bullied the fuck out of her. Now, you all right with me? I appreciate all the condolences. I'm going to ride with you, but I'm going to say it as it is. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, that conversation wasn't needed. But the reason why you did have that conversation, because you know, I think you thought Malaysia wasn't about that. I think you know that Brandy's not. But I think you was testing the waters or whatever, but you know that shit wouldn't have motherfucking fly. Had that have been a bitch saying that shit to you, you would have been ready to jump up. The same shit applies. Because I'm going to just tell you, had it have been me, bitch, I would have felt like me and you, we got to get it. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because you all but let me know, bitch, if both of you whores jump up, I'm popping, but you know what I'm saying? So I don't, with that, it was a conversation that did not need to be had, you know. But I know how you do. You know you do that gateway shit. That gateway shit. You gateway in your segment to lead it up to where you ready to box a bitch type of shit. Let me get this popping, open the door, hit with the hypothetical, so when the bitch come up, I won't feel so bad when I hop up and have to pop a bitch. I get that. I mean, that ain't my get down. You know, but that's how I see it. I just felt like it was a conversation that did not need to be had. You know, and just, I have to say that. But you still my girl, honey, and I still want us to get on and do an interview. I think it will be great. You know, we'll just, you know, be two, you know, bitches chopping it up. You know. Anywho, moving on along, they sitting there and here comes Jackie and here comes Miss Honey Cabbage coming in, brings the chairs, sits down, you know, and Tammy, this is the first time I see you kind of lightweight look at Jackie and be like, well, when I talked to you, it was like you wasn't coming. Then Jackie, you came up with that lame ass motherfucker excuse, family things, I had the business boss, like Malaysia was saying. And you was like, there's no friendship. Bitch, it never have been one. I agree with Brandy on that shit. It never have been a friendship, bitch. That's some shit in your mind, bitch. Nobody's giving a fuck about you. And I think you know that, but you so delusional and desperate. Bitch, instead of trying to check yourself and change things about yourself, bitch, you don't. You get worse and worse and worse. Bitch, you'll never have a genuine friend. You'll never have one. You will never have one, bitch. Because if this is who you are, you'll never have one. Who the fuck would want to be around you? And then you go on to say the shit you saying. Brandy's like, you know why you said that or whatever. You said that trying to get at her, and you did, bitch. You come up with some lame excuse. You did. Okay. You got your husband because he's scared to death of you. Real talk. It is what it is. Bitch, I can't believe you didn't have him in a motherfucking suitcase. Who you got watching? You got cameras at the house while you was gone. I can't believe he can go out of your sight. You know, where you feel like you holding your marriage together or whatever by that bitch, I just see an insecure ass bitch. It is what it is. So, you know, it's like I'm done with it. I don't want to talk about it. Malaysia's like, as long as you know it's mutual or whatever, you know. Brandy's yakking it up as usual, not letting her speak, you know, but she did say what was so, you know, but I still don't get, Brandy, why you got to keep on talking for Malay. I don't. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. Like, bitch, and you're so not needed either. I'm sick of hearing about your shit, although your walk is your walk, bitch. But that was my walk too, and I can't wear that shit like a motherfucking crown either, bitch. I know what it was. You know, some shit I would love to be able to forget about, but that's your walk, and I ain't taking that from you. You know, you feel you need to do that on the regular and talk about it. You want to wear the motherfucking survivor stamp and all of that. Rock with it, bitch. Rock with it. I've mentioned it or whatever, but at a point, it's redundant. But we're going to move forward. But it is a part of you. It is a part of your walk. And I get that. I don't know that you need to be ready to battle about it every time. Like, bitch, you battle cancer, not the whore that's, you know, talking about. I don't know. I can't. So they sitting there doing that. That's pretty much, you know, pretty much for me, the end of the shit. They kind of show what's going to happen. Megan gonna get up and stand over Angel and all that. Like, I don't get what the argument's about. And I think on this one is when Tammy and Brandy's ass is gonna, you know, kind of have that shit or whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all be glad when this shit go out, for real. Just real talk. I would like to see Tammy on some other show. I can't take this, you know. So, y'all, that's my thoughts on that shit. Y'all leave that shit below. It wasn't nothing really grand and great. It's the same old motherfucking mess. Same old motherfucking mess. That's it, you know. I'm out of here. Much love. I'm sorry I had to click it off and come back in, but I'll just put this shit together. I'm getting a cold, y'all. I'm not getting, I have one, okay? Much love.